Hey everyone, I am back with another video, and today I have finally watched Fantastic Four First Steps. Today I'm going to give you my review on what I thought of the movie, things I did not like, and things I did like. But before we get into that, guys, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Alright, now I know the movie came out like a week or two ago, but I just decided, let me just watch it because I've been hearing some great reviews. I've been hearing the movie was good. It was fantastic, um, and I decided let me watch it. Let me see what I thought of the movie. So I watched it, and I'm going to give you my thoughts. So the intro to the movie, it was good. Um, I didn't really I didn't have a problem with it. I liked it, the intro. Um, I liked it how how the family works. I like the cast of the family. I like the Pedro Pascal, even though people really some nowadays don't like him. I thought he did a good job in the role. I liked it, Vanessa Kirby and the other two actors who played the Thing and Johnny. I don't actually know their names, but they did a good job. Um, and I liked it, the intro. I liked it, the family dynamic. I liked it how the family worked. You really felt family vibe to it. I liked it, the action sequence, and guys, really watch this at the movie theaters. Like the visuals are just fantastic. They're great. The visuals, like they're actually spot on. Like the visuals you need to see at the movie theater. Um, because the visuals are the space sequence and all that. It's really good. Um, I liked it. I think one thing I really liked it about the film is how it really felt really nine in the 19s. Even though sure it's like a retro futuristic world, it felt both. It felt like in the 19s. They made it feel like it was in the 19s, and that's what I really felt like for this film. Um, and I would say like I liked it again, the visuals. I liked it, the acting. I liked it, the cast. One thing I also liked it was Galactus. Galactus felt like a really big level threat. He felt also a little bit like a big Avengers level threat. One thing I thought about while watching it was like I felt Thanos because they were introducing him like the scary threat. It felt like for Thanos like, oh, Thanos is coming. In Avengers Infinity War when Hulk said or Bruce Banner said, he's coming. That's what I got from Galactus, and I really liked it. I liked it how they made Galactus feel like this scary level threat. One thing I think I had a problem with Galactus is that I wish I saw a little bit more of him. It felt like as a villain, it just felt like he wasn't really kind of that much of a villain because he didn't feel like he was there all the time. Not all the time. A villain doesn't have to be there all the time, but like I felt like we should have saw more of him. And that's something I think I had a problem with. That's the only problem I had with Galactus. That I wish that we saw more of him. But overall, Galactus was a great villain. He was a great villain. Uh, the way he was cast, the voice actor, it was like terrifying. I will admit. Um, Franklin Richards in the movie was really in one scene. I think it was funny. It was funny. Franklin Richards, it was great. I didn't really have a problem with him at all. I would say one thing I had a problem with the movie was a bit of pacing because it felt like some scenes felt like they were just going a bit too fast. It felt like, oh, they're having a conversation. Next, an action scene's coming in. That's what I felt like. Um, it felt like the pacing just felt a little bit fast. Another thing I had a problem with is some scenes also felt a little boring. Now, you may not think that, but in my opinion, I thought that some scenes felt a little boring to me. Some scenes that, like, you taking all day just talking, it felt like, in my opinion, it felt like it took a lot of time talking about the family dynamic or taking a lot of time showing the family dynamic, which I just, some scenes it just felt a little just boring. I think the first act was really good, but the second act kind of just, it was a little bit boring. It threw the movie off for me. Uh, I didn't feel as excitement, and, overjoyed as I should have been for Fantastic Four in some scenes. Um, and also, I wish they made the thing have a little bit more of an impact. It felt like or the thing didn't have that much of an impact in the movie as he should have had. Now we do see, his, how the emotion of the thing in some scenes, but it just felt like he didn't have as much as the impact that he should have been, in my opinion. But he did. He had a bit of an impact, but I just wish he had more like Johnny and Mr. Fantastic and Sue Storm. It felt like the thing just really would just that one guy who just could be like, just be like, oh, I'm helping the team out. I'm helping the team out, and that's what that's all like kind of fell with the thing. I wish he had a bit more of an impact as he should have had. Um, but the theme song was really good. I loved the theme song. The theme song was great. The visuals, the theme song, I would say I had a that was like it was great. Some scenes I was smiling because of that theme song. That theme song, it was good. Um, but you know, the family dynamic was good. The visuals were good. Silver Surfer she was good. I loved how they showed her. Now, what was she better than the last Silver Surfer? In my opinion, yeah, because it felt like you saw more of her and saw her how she was, and you could feel a little bit of a connection to her than you did with the last Silver Surfer. So that's why she's kind of my favorite because I felt you saw it felt like you saw more of her. You felt like you understand her more than you did with the last Silver Surfer. Um, but this movie is definitely better than the last two Fantastic or last three Fantastic Four movies, in my opinion. It was better than the last three. The family dynamic was really good. It felt very, very comic accurate. Very comic accurate. Again, I loved how it felt like it was in the 19s. I didn't that much. The only thing that made me feel like, oh, this is in 2025 is the visuals. But everything else, like just story wise, and how the world was made, it really felt like in the 19s. And I really liked how they made us feel like that. Feel that. Now, people had, there was people saying that Vanessa Kirby is the leader of the team. In my eyes, she wasn't. It felt like Mr. Fantastic was. It felt like he was kind of the lead role, but Sue Storm definitely had a really big impact in the movie. But it felt like she wasn't the leader. It felt like Mr. Fantastic was. Um, so I didn't feel like Sue Storm was the leader of the team. So, the problems I really just had was pacing. It felt like some scenes were just a little bit too fast. It felt like it was just like talking, and as soon as they're done, it was just going on to the next scene. It felt fast to me. I wish the thing had a bit more of an impact. Um, and I think that was it. It was the pacing, the thing not having that much of an impact. Oh, also the second act to me was a little bit boring. I didn't have that much of a fun time with the second act. But really, overall, I enjoyed the film. I thought everybody had an impact. Galactus was a great villain. Silver Surfer did great. The whole family did great. Kirby did great. The robot. Um, I love the retro-futuristic world. And overall, I had a really fun time with the film. I thought the film was great. It was way better than the last three Four movies that we got. And I would say, and I will rate this movie probably maybe like an 8 out of 10. I was going somewhere with a 7.5, but I'm going to be generous and give this an 8 because I did have some fun times with it. It's just that I think the second act kind of ruined it for me, and the pacing. But really, guys, that's my really review of the movie. I thought the movie was good. I didn't think it was great, in my opinion, but I thought it was a good movie. It didn't blow me away, but it was a good movie overall. I had a fun time with it. But guys, that is my thoughts on Fantastic Four First Step. I will not probably give a spoiler because I'm really not that really good at spoiling anything. But I will give a next video soon that it will probably be important to talk about, an important topic to talk about. Um, but guys, that is my thoughts on Fantastic Four First Steps. Um, guys, I have 32 subscribers, guys. Thank you for the 32 subscribers, guys. Let me know what you thought of Fantastic Four First Step. Tell me what you rate the film out of a 1 out of 10. And guys, that's really it for the review, and I'll see y'all guys later.